Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I replaced the rear strut of this 5 Series BMW. First of all, begin by using a plastic pry tool and pry out the rear speaker cover as you can see here. This will expose the top 3 bolts attached to the strut. Here I'm using a T25-bit socket to unscrew these 3 speaker bolts. Of course, we gotta take out this pad right here. See that? It's in there. So we're just gonna unscrew those 3 bolts, top bolts. So since you're gonna be working in the back, you're gonna leave this door open. You're gonna want it to close this so that your cabin light is not on. Otherwise, you're gonna drain your batteries. Now, we're gonna go and take out the 3 bolts up here using a 13mm socket. Hopefully you guys can see. Now I must advise you, be very careful when you loosen and put back these 3 bolts, because you don't want it to accidentally drop inside the gap here. You want to go in like that. Over there. See these gaps right here? You don't want to drop the bolts in there. As you can see here, I'm using the rear differential to jack up the car, as I will be working on both the rear struts. Okay, so now we're gonna take this control arm, this bolt out, and then we're gonna unscrew this bolt right here. I'm gonna take this off. So now we're taking out this lower control arm. I'm gonna put it to the side right here, so that when the shocks come out or come this way, we just move this a little bit like that. So now it's easier to open this bolt right here. Now we're gonna take this bolt off. See, earlier this is what's right here, so I couldn't get this down like that, so we got to remove this so we get this open. Now we're just gonna tap on this and it should just fall off. There we go. Now, just a reminder, the way how this sits is that this goes towards the outside, this right here, towards the rotor, and we wanted to mark this right here towards the outside, so when you put it back in, these bolts will go on the rear, this will go to the front, this will go to the other side. So we're just gonna make a mark right here, and when we take this spring out, we know how to put it back the same way. That's it. Then we're going to use a 22 socket. We're going to use our input. See how the spring is. It's loose now. We're gonna open the nuts up here. So this nuts is gonna be at 18 millimeter. We're gonna use our tools right here. Let's take it out, and this right here, this Torx, is gonna be a T40 Torx. So this is just gonna go in like that. It's gonna go in like this. this off just like this. I'm gonna inspect the bump speed. It's still good, so we're gonna reuse this bump speed. Remember the line, right? I'm gonna remove the shocks. Yeah, this shock is no good no more. See? Slowly coming up. Stuck right there. Shock is dead. We're gonna get our new shocks. We're gonna compare them. See if they look identical. They look the same. Of course, this will go all the way up like that. You're gonna match them up like this. Back here, they're the same. All the way up like that. I see how there's a mark right there. Remember, we marked that. We're gonna mark the same thing over here, right here. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna reuse this. Of course, you want to clean it. This is plastic, so you know it won't damage this. I'm just gonna go clean this. I'll be back. Remember the mark. We're gonna like this mark to this right here. All right, now we're gonna match up our, remember our mark, our line to that. Remember this line right here? We're marking the spring. Hopefully you guys can see it. And up here, make sure they line up like that. So when you put it in, it'll just go right in. So now we're gonna tighten up this top bolt. Same thing. We're gonna use 2 tools. Good. Now we're just gonna line up the mark, which is right here, to that mark right there. Good. Now we got our new springs in. We line up the marks to that. All right. So we're just gonna put this back on. So now, just gonna put this back. This right here is facing the exterior. Like that. There we go. to make it easier, it's good to have another person on top so that they could bolt the bolt up there. Now, as you can see here, instead of having another person jump on this rotor, I'm using a long 2x4 wood about 4 feet long to give me leverage against this metal part right here and push the rotor down. That way I can line up the strut piece here to this knuckle and bolt the long bolt end. You see that it's good to have another person push the 2x4 while you line up the bolts to the thread. Now I'm just checking the ball joints on this control arm. Looks like it's still good. See if this is still good. Looks like this one's still good. Make this hose very visible. So you put this bolt in. Like that. Just gonna tighten this up. Once this bolt is in, once this bolt is in like that, don't tighten it yet. You can see it. This bolt is in. There you go. And we're just gonna tighten up this bolt right here. You could use some thread locker, put it in there, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna do that for now. Use that, and then use our 21 socket, tighten up. So now we're gonna tighten up this bolt right here. So now we're gonna tighten this up too. We're gonna use an 18mm long socket. We tighten up this bolt. We're gonna connect this back here. You know, bump this back up. And connect it right there. There you go. There you go. Seated in there. Double check everything. We tighten this up. Tighten up that bolt over there. Good. Now we're just gonna put back the rest of the bolts in there and tighten up. Then we're done. As you can see, I have 2 bolts in there already. We're gonna use our 13mm socket and a swivel wrench. See, you can go either way. in there, tying up. This bolt right here, you gotta be careful when you put it back or open, because once you drop it in there, it's gonna be hard to, you gotta take this whole entire thing off and get the bolts. So now we're just gonna tighten up. About it. Good. Now we're gonna do to the other one. Now we're gonna do to this one. Okay, good. Now, as you can see, our bolts is in. Tighten it to 25 foot-pound. When we put back our speaker, now we're just gonna put back this speaker right here. As you can see, it's already in. Put back this screw. You good? Speaker cover. Make sure you line up this tab right here. See these tabs? One tab all around. You should go and like that. Let's see. So now you're just gonna go in. Going forward, and down to the opening holes. She's just not right in like that, just like so. Okay, hear that click? It's in there tight. We're good. Now we're just gonna have to put back the tire, and then you're good. Alright guys, I hope this video has given you some guidance to help fix your rear strut on this BMW. And as always, if this helps you, consider like and subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos like this to help others. And if you want to learn how I replace the front strut, click on this video right here.